The biggest problem I have with music NFTs is that its value is too tied to the consumption of it as opposed to the existence of it. I think everyone who is trying to figure out what makes music NFTs valuable is overly focused on the way to play them and not so much focused on the method in which it exists. If we look at this in the same way that we look at visual art NFTs, people aren't opening their wallets every day going, look at all this wonderful art inside of my wallet. People aren't, trying to figure out the best ways to consume them on a daily basis. They only want to present them, in certain situations that are in a lot of ways specialty, whether that's a monitor, whether that's a gallery presentation, metaverse, or whatever. I worry that because people are used to consuming music in a different way than they are consuming visual art, that it's creating this sense of lost value around music NFTs and their especially cultural value. I think songs have a higher potential for cultural value than visual art does. I think that visual art is still massively important, but in a lot of ways, some of the value of visual art is in how many editions exist, and who was the original person who minted it, and what sort of significance do they have to the field that they exist in or to the ecosystem as a whole. I think that musicians can also have all of those qualities, and the only thing that's actually different is the method of consumption. I think if we step away from how a music NFT can be consumed and go kind of back to the basics of what NFTs are, you really start to see the ways that music NFTs can be just as valuable as your favorite traditional NFT. Looking at artists who have dropped on catalog and had tremendous sales, tremendous success, have gone on to do really cool things. Looking at artists who have dropped on sound and sold hundreds or thousands of editions. There's a lot of value there, and it's so interesting how people who are caught up on the visual side of NFTs can't see or recognize that value. I'd love for everyone to just take a step back, listen to a song once, decide if you like it, and mint it, and then allow that artist to create value culturally, categorically, whatever, around it, the same way that you do with a visual artist. To me, there's no reason that music shouldn't be able to thrive in the same way that visual art has in NFTs. With that, I'll leave you guys. Have a good one.